I did not send out texts because I want to see what kind of a response I get from people when I don't send out the text. I'm actually thinking that might actually do good for me on this show, but we'll see. Okay, there go the notifications. Hey Debbie, no dropping frames, that's good. You can see the wind has ripped the roof off the part of the garden where plant number 1 is, and I thought it might be interesting to go live and let you guys see the plant in full daylight while the roof is up like that. Hey Shelly, it's with the roof like that, it's amazing. You can smell it so much better up here. You can smell it all over the entire yard. It makes a big difference having that roof off. But you can see they're doing fairly well against the wind. Kind of curious, that one bud back there, I don't know, kind of looks like it could be dead, but the one that's against the wood back there, but that just might be the way the light is hitting it. I'd have to go out there and look. That plant's very healthy, actually. That doesn't have a lot of death on it, so to speak. Anyhow, I want to talk to you about something I just saw Ben Shapiro talking about on YouTube. He's leaving the state of California, and he's telling people why California sucks so bad in this video. I think it's an excellent video that everybody should... Hey, Big D! Big D! I said that so loud it made me cough. Big D! Man, I'm so glad when you show up to my show, brother. You validate me, bro. God, I'm so glad when you show up. Banana, original trendy. Hey, Ronnie Rodriguez, what's up? Ronnie Rodriguez, what's up, son? Ronnie Rodriguez. Library, here we go. Okay, this was Ben Shapiro, California. Five reasons no one should live in California. Ben Shapiro, how the left is rewriting, destroying America. 5 reasons no one should live in California. I think this might be it. We've got 100 messages on the chat.
Folks, we are leaving California, and honestly, it's pretty heartbreaking for me. I grew up here. I was born in Burbank, California at St. Joe's. I went to school at Edison Elementary, and I went to middle school at Walter Reed. My family moved to North Hollywood when I was 11, and I've lived within like a 1.5 mile radius ever since. My kids were all born here, and now I am taking off, and we at the Daily Wire are taking our 75 jobs with us. Here are 5 reasons I'm taking my family and my company and leaving the most beautiful...
Now, I want to stop. I want to stop right there, okay? And I just want you to see what kind of a person Ben Shapiro is. It's almost like he gets satisfaction out of telling the state of California, I'm taking my 75 jobs with me. He's leaving 75 people without a fucking job. And these were people that worked for him. These were people that were loyal to him. These were his people. And he walks away from them like they're a booger on his fucking kneecap. And he just flicks them away. That is how Ben Shapiro treats the people that have worked their asses off for him in the state of California for the last few years. I want you to look at the fucking expression on his face when he says it.
Hollywood when I was 11, and I've lived within like a 1.5 mile radius ever since.
And also, listen to the gay... I'm sorry for saying gay. Listen to the stupid fucking music that they're playing in the background.
Since my kids were all born here, and now I am taking off, and we at the Daily Wire are taking our 75 jobs with us.
Me and we at the Daily Wire are taking our 75 jobs with us. Like, we're so cool, fuck you, California, we're taking our 75 jobs. What about the 75 people that you were employing, you jack fuck?
Here are 5 reasons I'm taking my family and my company and leaving the most beautiful state in the country. Number 1, quality of life. So when my family moved to North Hollywood, it was a safe, clean suburb. Yes, LA always had a serious litter and homeless problem.
Yeah, then why did you move there, you stupid fuck?
but those problems were pretty much relegated to downtown or specific areas of the city.
Yeah, well, you still chose to live there, and you're a fucking idiot just for making that decision. If you were looking at LA and you saw, hey, you know, certain parts of the city have homeless problems, maybe we should look somewhere else. That probably would have made some sense, but you're a fucking idiot. You think that there's a man in the sky that you gotta wear a little hat to respect. You're a moron, Ben Shapiro. You don't make any fucking sense.
And then it was the task of the city, you would think, to clean up those areas. Instead, they decided to allow all those problems to explode into nearly every incorporated area of LA. In 2019, there were nearly 60,000 homeless people living in LA County. In 2011, there were less than 40,000. So we've increased by 50% in less than 10 years. These are people, many of whom are mentally ill or drug addicted. But thanks to local regulations and legal consent decrees, the police have been told they are literally not allowed to move them to dry out facilities or do anything with the trash that now strews every sidewalk and underpass and overpass and embankment in LA. Every single one. Every freeway underpass is now a tent city. In fact, they've been building porta potties.
Man, it's almost like the state of California wants people like Ben Shapiro to move the fuck out. Isn't it? Doesn't it seem like, isn't that weird? It's like it's working. Hey, I got an idea. Let's just let the homeless run rampant, and maybe people like Ben Shapiro will leave. Wow, I mean, that's fucking 3D chess.
And like hand washing stations in these 10 cities under the freeway underpasses. Nearly every public space has become a repository of open waste and needles and trash. The most beautiful areas of LA have become wrecks. It's one thing to pay exorbitant taxes. It's another thing to pay exorbitant taxes to watch your city degrade into a hellhole. I mean, here's just a few stories from the last few weeks. So my wife and I decided that we're going to take our kids down to Santa Monica, right? One of the most beautiful areas in America. And I'm old enough to remember when it was a beautiful, clean area. No longer. We take them down to a park. My kids are playing. They wander up a hill a little bit. And my daughter, who's 6, comes running down to me and she says, "Daddy, there's a homeless man. And he is doing something to his arm." Well, what's he doing to his arm? Well, he had a needle. I'll let you guess. That same trip.
What?
You're walking along the boardwalk, and there's just...
You can't say the words injecting drugs. You can't say... You can't... I'll let you guess. I can't say that he was injecting drugs in his arm. I'm too much of a pussy to use those words.
Homeless man, no shirt, screaming at a bunch of people eating at a restaurant. Just screaming at them. And nobody in sight doing anything about the harassment. And this is how it is over in Venice. On Venice Beach, Santa Monica. It's been really, really bad over there.
Hey, here's an idea, Ben. Why don't you do something about the homeless man that's fucking screaming, that's harassing you? Why don't you do something about it? You know, why don't you fucking go physically move him somewhere where he won't bother you, since he's ruining your dining experience? You know? Go ahead. What, you need someone else to do your fucking dirty work for you? You don't want someone there where you are? Well, why don't you fucking get your ass up and fucking leave? It didn't seem like anybody else was having a problem with the homeless man that was screaming. They're all just sitting there ignoring him, enjoying their time. But for some reason, oh, it bothered you.
Outside my house, I live in a fairly nice area. I mean, I've seen a homeless person face down outside my home. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible, not for us. It's terrible for this guy. How is that sympathy for the guy? He is lying face down in the gutter. And my children have seen people peeing on walls. My kids have seen open needles. Last month alone.
Open needle?
And I'm just going to talk about what's happened to our company. Our head of social media was threatened with a crossbow by a homeless man. I mean, I don't know how that happened. A crossbow. Is he a refugee from 13?
Does anybody catch the hypocrisy behind Ben Shapiro and his right-leaning opinions in that the government shouldn't be paying for homeless? The government shouldn't have programs that help the homeless. The government shouldn't be feeding the hungry. The government shouldn't be putting shoes on the feet of the children who don't have shoes. The government shouldn't be putting roofs over the heads of people who can't afford housing. No. Ben Shapiro says that everybody needs to just fucking work, get their education, and do good like he did. So now that the government is doing what he wants, which is not giving programs for the homeless so they have a place to stay, not giving the food so they don't have to go begging for food on the street. Now they're doing exactly what Ben Shapiro wanted them to do. Oh, he's got a problem with it and he's leaving. Isn't that funny? You guys, isn't that funny the way that worked? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, Jackie? Isn't that funny, Lisa? Griffin? David? Isn't that funny, David and David? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, you guys? Isn't it funny? The very programs that would house those people that are screaming at the wealthy, as they're trying to enjoy their mimosas on the sidewalks on a Sunday afternoon, you know, and some homeless guy comes up and starts screaming at them. Oh, well, you wanted Trump to take the money away from Meals on Wheels. You wanted Trump to take the money away from the homeless shelters and the programs and not give these people Medicare for all and not put roofs over their heads. And now you seem to have a problem with the fact that they're all over the street, Ben? Ah! That's ironic! Isn't that ironic? That's fucking ironic! That's fucking ironic! Adrian, you're black for my live show. It's funny as fuck. The hypocrisy is funny as fuck. If you don't find humor in the hypocrisy, you're an idiot. I find humor in everything. I find humor in Donald Trump getting COVID. I find humor in the fact that he's married to a fucking hooker. I find humor in all of it. You got a problem with that? Go fuck yourself, dude. Get off my live stream. Nobody wants you here. Trust me, I don't want you here.
A homeless person tried to bash in the front windows of our office. Just last week, we had a homeless person going...
Wow! Well, what if that homeless person had a shelter? What? Oh, you wanted Donald Trump to take those away, didn't you, Ben? Yeah, ironic. Isn't it fucking funny? Isn't it weird? Isn't that weird? Isn't it funny? Don't you guys? Hey, if you guys think it's ironic, funny, and weird, press number 1. Let me see how much support I can get. Let me see how much support I can get from you guys right now. How many of you are willing to press number 1 for me to say that, yeah, this is fucking ironic as fuck. It's hilarious and hypocritical that Ben Shapiro is sitting here complaining about the very problem that he's demanded that governments do. And now that the governments are ignoring the homeless and the hungry, exactly like he wants, oh, he's going to leave. Well, I got news for you, Ben. Wherever you go, it's going to be the exact same thing.
Going through our trash. Again, none of this is lack of sympathy for the homeless. It's about having a policy that protects tax-paying citizens, their quality of life, making sure they can be safe, and make sure that people who need care can actually get the care they need, but California doesn't do any of that. Okay, 2, taxes. Yes, tax rates matter, you idiots. California's top marginal income tax rate is now 13.3%, which is already one of the highest in the nation. The legislature is actively discussing raising it to 16.8%, which on top of federal taxation means that if you're in the top tax bracket, you're paying 54% of your income to the federal and state government. California has historically low property taxes because of Prop 13, but the legislature is now seeking to remove all the Prop 13 restrictions, raising them first on commercial properties and then presumably later on residential properties. California's legislature has been considering a wealth tax, which taxes you based on non-liquid assets, which means you could be paying more in tax than you actually have in yearly income, and they want to have that wealth tax trail you.
Did Ben Shapiro just say that I have to pay the state of California half of my income? Is that what he just said?
Safe and make sure that people who need care can actually get the care they need, but California doesn't do any of that. Okay, 2, taxes. Yes, tax rates matter, you idiots. California's top marginal income tax rate is now 13.3%, which is already one of the highest in the nation. The legislature is actively discussing raising it to 16.8%, which on top of federal taxation means that if you're in the top tax bracket, you're paying 54%.
Oh, California's not, no, they're not paying 54. Okay, I see they're adding it. Hey, tax me! Take my money! If this cunt doesn't want to pay for it's so funny. He's complaining about the tax rates, but he wants the government to take care of the homeless and the hungry. Well, they need your tax dollars in order to do that, you douchebag. And you know what? Take my money, California. I'm here. I got $1 million. Go ahead. Take my money. I will gladly pay the 16% state fucking income tax rate. Is fine. I have more than enough money, and I want it to go to programs like helping the homeless and putting shoes on the feet of children that don't have shoes, and feeding and housing and all of that great stuff. Take my money. If this motherfucker is so rapacious that he can't pay the taxes that would take care of that problem that he's bitching about right now, crying like a little baby about, well then, kid, we're not going to miss you one bit. Take your fucking 75 jobs and get the fuck out of our state, you fucking bitch. You are a fucking cunt suck. Get the fuck out of here. And I bet your wife's cunt stinks like a goddamn dead fish factory. Ugh!
Of your income to the federal and state government. California has historically low property taxes because of Prop 13, but the legislature is now seeking to remove all the Prop 13 restrictions, raising them first on commercial properties and then presumably later on residential properties. California's legislature has been considering a wealth tax, which taxes you based on non-liquid assets, which means you could be paying more in tax than you actually have in yearly income, and they want to have that wealth tax trail you for 10 years after you leave the state. This is not counting the 1% disability insurance payments of taxable wages, the statewide 7.25% sales tax, the 50-cent gas tax per gallon, and a myriad of other local taxes that drain your wallet, all for the privilege of living in a state that can't keep the streets clean or the parks safe. 3. Crime. Crime in LA has been skyrocketing. Well, shockingly, when you decide to basically release the streets to people who commit crime, crime has been going badly. The police have been told to back off of crime. In late July, LAPD Chief Michael Moore said the city had seen a 14% increase in homicide. For years, the state of California has pursued catch and release crime fighting, declassifying certain crimes as crimes, devolving responsibility to counties and cities, and prison realignment to avoid culpability at the state level, basically releasing people who should be in jail onto the streets. This has been going on for years at the local level too. In fact, local law enforcement has basically been incentivized to lie about their own crime rates. In 2014, the LAPD reported they'd misclassified over 1,200 violent crimes as minor offenses. And then they say, hey, look, we lowered the crime rate. Magic. It was not a giant surprise when the LAPD was ordered to let the city burn in Black Lives Matter riots that shut down LA County for a full week. We were all told to stay in our homes past 6 p.m. Rodeo Drive, the nicest area of LA, was forced to close at 1 p.m. to allow the mostly peaceful protesters to have their way. This garbage has real consequences. Down the street, I have a friend who is building a house. Beautiful house. He has had, in the last month alone, the structure robbed twice, once of copper piping, and the dumpster out front was set completely on fire. His wife has been stalked by a homeless person back to that person's front door. Just a block further down, another friend's house has been robbed by 3 people. He scared them off. The police came. They told him he couldn't do it.
Look, this is so anecdotal, and I really don't give a fuck about you or your friend's fucking anecdotal problems, Ben. But what's fucking hilarious about this, and what you guys should be paying attention to, what he's saying is, the very problems that he's experiencing, his own preaching has brought on him. He supported Donald Trump. He supported taking away all the money from the homeless shelters. He supported taking the money away from all the hungry. He supported taking away money from Meals on Wheels. He supported taking money away from medical programs that help people, from drug programs that help people get help that were putting needles in their arms. This motherfucker's been against all of it. It's so fucking hilarious. I hope you guys are paying attention to how ironic this is.
Anything about it because they didn't have the manpower. Again, I don't live in a bad area. I live in a pretty decent area. 4, bad policy making. So the bad policy making in California is just nuts. From regulations designed to crush businesses, the legislature has already passed a bill requiring publicly traded companies in the state to staff their boards with diversity hires. So now the state's going to dictate who's on your board. To the insanity of the education system, where kids can't learn to read. I mean, literally don't know how to read. But they're taught leftist propaganda from kindergarten to the bias against religious institutions. The one-party state here is impeded only by occasional uncomfortable realities. There's a reason that CEO Magazine, after surveying 650 CEOs, named California the worst state in America to do business. If you see our HR department, you'll know. Organized labor runs the government in California. That means running up insane levels of debt on the taxpayer dime. Most obviously, California's COVID policy.
Okay, Google. Which state in the United States does the most amount of commerce in the country?
California.
Oh! What a fucking dumb little bitch! God, a simple Google question and everything that fuck just said, boom, blown out of the water with one simple question. Wow, what an idiot!
Utterly unhinged. All of the nicest things in California have been shut down for months without data to
Wow!
these kinds of shutdowns. So, for example, Disney World.
Worst place to do business, California. Most commerce in the country, California.
No outbreaks.
It's so bad that we make the most money out of every other state. It's us.
Limited capacity.
It's funny, right?
Indoor dining is still prohibited in large swaths of the state. Schools are opening everywhere.
I own this fucking motherfucker. I own him. He's my little bitch.
In fact, our local Jewish day school, they were told they could only operate as a
pussy
as a
bitch,
summer camp.
he
If they
is.
did a summer camp in the school, it was fine. If they taught the kids, then it was a problem. Then suddenly it became unsafe for COVID. 5th, and finally, it's not getting better. There is no resurgence anywhere on the horizon. The politics becomes more skewed every single day. This is a one-party.
Hey, Ronnie Rodriguez, if you're gonna be a little bitch and you can't handle the character that I play on this show, just fucking leave, okay, dude? Quit complaining, okay? I scream a lot. And if you don't like my show, leave, okay? Quit complaining. I hate people that complain. You sound like this fucking cunt. You're starting to sound like this cunt. So if you don't like my attitude, leave. But just shut the fuck up, okay?
State right now, the state assembly is controlled by Democrats, 61 to 17. In the state, governed like garbage. In LA County, we have like a 17% unemployment rate. The state assembly is controlled 61 to 17.
Ron, you're blocked from my live stream, okay? You're such a little cunt, bitch. Go find somebody else who gives a fuck about you, okay? It ain't me.
Before the pandemic, before the riots, out-migration jumped 38%. That was rising for the 7th straight year. So here's the deal. I want my kids to grow up safe. I'd love for them to grow up in a community that actually has a future. I'd love for them to grow up knowing their labor won't be robbed from them or from us.
Hey, Ben, you know, it's your fault you decided to have children. You know, that makes you weak and that makes you a fucking idiot. You want to have fucking kids and raise them in on a planet that is dying, and maybe they'll have grandkids that won't live to see fucking 6. Oh yeah, that was a great decision. You're so smart. You're a real forward-thinking guy. You and that fucking yarmulke on your head, worried about God being able to see your fucking dandruff. Oh, that's so disrespectful to God. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You better do that, you know, because other Jews do it. Makes so much fucking sense. He's such an idiot. He's so fucking indoctrinated. And literally, his own politics brought his migration upon him. Isn't that funny? His own politics. Take the money away from the poor. Take the money away from the drug addicted. Take the money away from the hungry. Take the money away from the homeless. Give it to the wealthy so that we could go out to our wealthy restaurants and see the people that can't afford a home when they're out in the street and they're taking a piss on a wall across the street from where I'm trying to enjoy my fancy smanchy dinner, and I can bitch and moan and complain, and then I can fucking go migrate. I can go migrate like a fucking species. Thumbs ups are for me. Thank you, Jackie. Well, you guys really want to help this show, go ahead and share it around a little bit. If you're on Facebook, write your friends' names in the chat to bring them in here. Join our phone list. It's at 55444. Just text the word cannabis to 55444 and you'll get on our phone list. I didn't send out phone messages today just to see how many people would show up. I was just trying something. I was just trying something different. And but I will try to get those phone messages out to as many of these shows that I do. For sure. Bry Guy Pritt. I don't do blessed, dude, okay? Blessed is for people that believe in God. You believe in a fucking lie. If you're going to say the word blessed, you're perpetuating a lie. So please don't use the word blessed and refer to me, okay? And, you know, understand, go look up what the word blessed means so you understand, okay? That you're offending people when you use a word like that and they don't subscribe to God or a religion. That's another form of indoctrination. It's how you indoctrinate other people by saying they're blessed. You don't even realize you're doing it, I bet. You might not even believe in God or religion. But when you use the word blessed, it's exactly what you're doing. Go look up the definition of the word, and you'll find out. You know, I remember a few years ago in the cannabis community, some of the little fucking hippie freaks were saying bless up. They thought they were so cool. Bless up, mon, bless up. And I was like, bless? Oh, what's that even fucking mean? I don't know. I looked it up in the dictionary. I was like, oh, so you believe in God? Well, fuck you. I don't. How about that? How about fuck your blessings and fuck your lie? How about that? You know, I spot indoctrination from a mile away. The word blessing is just another form of it. Have a good night. Thanks. There, now you know. Now you know. Don't use that word unless you believe in God and you're trying to fucking indoctrinate that shit onto other people. If you're one of those fucking born agains, one of those Christians that goes around trying to convert other people. Yeah, then go ahead and tell people to fucking bless up, you know, bless it up. They got 10 people tested positive now. Wow. Chris Christie goes to the hospital. Trump got oxygen when he was in the White House. Next 48 hours for Trump's health will be critical. So that's the news. Okay, thanks. I got lucky. I'm really glad I found you live. Staying blessed. All right, it works. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, shit, sorry. I hope you have a good night. I believe in the devil. Okay, good. I'd rather you believe in the devil. All hail Satan, 666. All hail Satan. Ah. I think shit like that is so funny. I tested positive for cannabis 19, David! Duck lips, bro, duck lips. Duck lips, slow clap. Hey, dude, I'm gonna go full Pelosi. Full Pelosi. I want full Pelosi on you, bro. I tested positive for cannabis 19. It should be Delta 9. Delta 9, cannabis 9. Delta 9. Who can tell me where this song comes from? If you had wings, if you had wings, if you had wings, had wings, had wings. Where's that song from? Who can tell me? If you had wings, if you had wings, if you had wings. Into helping homeless. I stayed in Santa Cruz back in 2014. I was blown away. Oh, I guarantee you they do, because California is a giant state, Michael, right? The amount of people came around the city. California had to continues to have homeless problems long before Trump came on the scene. I'm not blaming Trump for the homeless problem. I'm saying that Ben Shapiro supports the policies that Trump implements that only make the problem worse. I didn't say he made people homeless, but he definitely made it worse, Michael. You can't deny that. I have anecdotal evidence right here in my county where they have shut down homeless shelters right here in Lake County, man. And you can see homeless people are ever. We just had a homeless person in my neighborhood today. So you know, it's like, that, you know, you come down, you come up this mountain, and you don't know your place. You get in a lot of trouble. This guy got stuck, and you know, that's what happens when you come out here and you don't know your way around. And he broke his fucking axle. He couldn't go anywhere. He was in a car with no license plate. Blah 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 blah. You know, we know all about these motherfuckers peeking around. They're driving around looking for grows to rip off. That's what these people are doing right now. And this motherfucker's going to end up getting shot. You know, my neighbor that found him, he's crazy. My neighbor's fucking crazy. And he was telling me, he's like, yeah, man. He told me the whole story this morning. And I was thinking to myself, man, that guy's lucky that this dude didn't fucking just disappear his ass. Because he would do that. He would disappear that motherfucker. And he got lucky, man. You know, my neighbor just didn't have it in him today. He was just like, yeah, you know, he's gonna get towed out and fucking blah 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 blah, and right in front of his property. You know. Early winter wrecking crops. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you know, that's why you got to have plastic over, and that's why when the wind dies down, I'm going to go out there and try to fix that. I don't want to have those plants exposed like that, man. Um, it'd be nice if it got really cold, you know, if it dropped down to like 35 degrees at night. Oh, that'd be great and turned everything purple. But that's not gonna happen, man. It's like 70 degrees at night out here right now. It's so beautiful. Hi, Akina. You hate them rippers, Dan. Damn, Dan, that's crazy. I wish you got that shit on film, bro. Caught them motherfuckers and taught them a thing or two. You gotta be careful about what you say on the internet now, man. All the rules are changing. Like this week, they're getting real. Since the president got COVID, you have to really be careful about what you say on the internet now, man. You can't say the things that they used to allow. All the stuff they used to allow and I used to say, it's not allowed anymore. Hey, Akina, please call me Nay. Thank you. N-A-Y. And I'm doing good, thank you. You have to start tuning into me more? Oh, you should. I have my few that we help. I'll buy them a feed and a drink, but I don't give out money. Few that pretend to be homeless. Thanks. About Nay's Garden? Yeah, I decided to do that a few months back. The algorithms were so bad that any mention of the word trendy as dabbers anywhere on the internet would automatically get disappeared. It would get algorithmed into nothing. No one would see it. So I changed the name to Nay's Garden, and it helped a lot. You know, it really helped a lot. It made the channel much more visible. Yeah, I'm still having issues with my main channel on YouTube, but otherwise I'm doing good. Hey, Akina, we call it cannabis. Number one, marijuana is a racist word. It was made up by a guy named William Randolph Hearst. He made that word up in the early 1900s, and he used that word to get cannabis made illegal in the United States. So we don't let people use the word marijuana on this live stream because it's literally the main reason why it's still illegal today. That word, marijuana. That and the fact that it's fucking racist. He used the fact that people hated Mexicans at the time and that they feared Mexicans. He used a Mexican-sounding word on cannabis, right? To make people fear it. So we call it cannabis. Yeah, no, it's all right. What do I think about Biden and the greenhouse proposition? I don't know what that is. I don't give a fuck. I gotta tell you, Akina, I don't give a fuck about political policies or anything a politician says. I don't give a fuck. They can all suck my dick. All right? Are we straight on that too? They're all liars. And they can all suck my dick. The only thing that Joe Biden has to offer is the fact that he's not Donald Trump. Well, I got news for you. Donald Trump made me a wealthy, wealthy person. I'm not saying I would ever vote for Donald Trump. I'm just saying. Donald Trump made me wealthy. And if Donald Trump made me wealthy, then he's made millions of Americans wealthy. And even though I've got high standards and I would never vote for a racist piece of shit, there's a lot of people who are easily bought. And you know, the amount of money that I'm looking at right now, I'm telling you, man, I don't think Biden's got a fucking chance in hell. I think Donald Trump has bought off all the people that are going to fucking vote. And, you know, a lot of those people, they couldn't give a fuck about your race. They couldn't give a fuck about your homelessness or your problems. They just want to make a lot of money and fuck you. They're like Ben Shapiro. Fuck you. I don't care about your problems. I'm going to take my 75 jobs elsewhere. That's what you're up against. You say Trump is 100% better than Biden. I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. Or you're not even listening to me, Akina. I never said that Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden. I never said that Donald Trump was better than Biden at all. All that I see right now is that you just got bought too. I told you something and you just got fucking bought by Donald Trump. Just like that. I told you I'm making more money than I ever made in my life, so now, oh, Trump's 100% better than Biden? Really? Because a wealthy person is more wealthy? That makes Trump better? What about all the homeless and the hungry and the people with no shoes that Ben Shapiro was just talking about? What about all those people? I don't get it. I don't get it. There's absolutely no validity to either party. And to say that one is 100% better than the other is just it's a statement that is based on fiction. You say that Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden. I'm sitting here shocked. Why? Because I can afford a fucking Jeep and a goddamn tractor now? What good is that? Am I building homeless shelters with that? Am I feeding the hungry with that money? No, I'm being selfish with it. Because that's what people do. That's why, like Ben Shapiro said, taxes are important. You know, he was right when he said that. Hey, dumbasses, taxes matter. But he doesn't want to pay his fucking taxes because he doesn't give a fuck about you. Because you're dirty people to him. Aquino, I'm not trying to change your view. I don't give a fuck. You know, you could vote for Biden, you can vote for Trump. I have no problem with that. You realize that? I don't care what you do. What I care about is when somebody lies to my face. Okay? You just told me Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden. That's a fucking lie, and you need to take it back. This is where we are right now. You can keep on, you know, pushing this conversation further and further, but I'm still at your lie back there. Yes, Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden. I agree. That's what you just said. I'm waiting for you to retract that bullshit statement. That's where we're at right now in this conversation. Anything you say after that point, it has absolutely no bearing until you retract the bullshit. You know, this is how conversation works. It's like a house of cards. A conversation is like a house of cards, right? And we're building this conversation. It's very delicate, and we have to be using facts and reality while we're building it. And as soon as you take one of those cards and you put some bullshit on it, like Trump is 100% better than Joe Biden, the house of cards collapses. The conversation can't go on. And I'm sitting here just waiting for you to retract that stupid statement. I'm still waiting. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Hello, Trina. I don't think anybody that supports Donald Trump can literally say, in all honesty, like, let's say I've got your child, you know, and I'm holding your child over a cauldron of molten steel or lava. And if you lie to me, your child will fall into the cauldron and instantly incinerate. And you get to watch it. Now, I'm only going to ask you one question. And if you lie to me, your child goes into the cauldron. The question is this: is Donald Trump 100% better than Joe Biden would be? Your child's life is at risk. How do you answer? 100%, you said. You know, whether or not women have the right to an abortion, it doesn't really affect me personally. But I'm going to just say this. The courts that decide that should be balanced. You shouldn't have it all on the left, and you shouldn't have it all on the right. There should always be discourse. There should always be an argument. There should always be room to grow and room to figure out how you're going to work it. And when one side says, hey, let's just put a bunch of fucking right-leaning Supreme Court justices in a court, that's a dangerous proposition. Now, right there on itself, that already proves that Donald Trump is dangerous for America. I could go through the fucking list. He's definitely not 100% better than Biden. You know, I'm just going to say, I'm assuming that she just left the conversation. I haven't heard from her in how many minutes? 34. Yeah, 3 minutes ago. I don't know what's taking you so long to respond, so let's just move on. All right. It was interesting. It was an interesting conversation, but I have an ability to make my points pretty clear using facts. And when somebody comes in here and argues with me, they never have any facts to back up what their side of the argument is. I use 100% facts. It's all reality. And that's all I deal in. And then people just clam up on the other side, or they don't respond, or I don't know. It's been 3 minutes. You haven't said anything. Just like that guy earlier today. I took his whole statement and I answered every single thing he asked me, and he didn't respond. Hey, what's up, Daniel? I mean, if you're gonna engage me in conversation, at least have, you know, the decency to finish the conversation. That's all I'm saying. I really don't feel like I'm that rude when I'm disagreeing with somebody. And when I'm calling someone names or I'm calling someone out, I'm doing it out of love. It might sound aggressive. It might sound angry. But it's a character I'm playing, and people don't realize. I guess some people come in, they don't realize that. And I'm not gonna sit and coddle. I'm not gonna break character. Just to explain to them that they're all part of a big show. It would be nice though every once in a while if you guys would let someone know that. You know, just say, you know, he's not that rude to people. He is just trying to make a point. And when you are not being honest with me or the audience or yourself, you get more pushback from me. And the deeper your rabbit hole goes, the harder we are going to push back on this side. And it should be uncomfortable for you. It should make you uncomfortable. You know, because talking to you nicely isn't going to change a goddamn fucking thing. I already know that. You know, when I'm polite, it's not going to change a goddamn thing. I'm not going to get through to anybody. Nick, you're blocked from my live stream. Go find somewhere else to go. Since you want to come in here and bitch like a little pussy. Yeah, I'm just here to get high with my friends and have fun. If you want to engage me in conversation, feel free. All I ask is that you just think about what you say. Oh, there, finally. And how I look at the value of one being better than the other two with that context has everything to do with my personal viewpoint. That has nothing to do with any outside political influence. So, Nate, while I admire your outspoken perspective and how you address people is great, I said Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden in context of my personal opinion. That is called subjective logic. The fact is, in the association of these two men existing and the job title they have and how their behavior aligns with their job title, like I said, Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden. I don't need to express the fact that this view is placed in a negative, because everyone knows adding a negative to a negative creates a larger negative. You would probably excel as a great broadcaster, but your impulsive, egotistical, non-controllable arrogance will forever restrict you. That is probably why you algorithm is tapped. Black girl magic. Bye, everyone. How about this? You're gone like a fart. Stinky for just a second. And now you're gone. Hey, so you guys want to smoke? Because I got this bowl pack, man. What do y'all say? I was responding to someone saying there were only 20 viewers. Sorry. Oh, Nick. Oh, yeah, I count 47. I count 47. You know, you guys understand I don't coddle. I'm not here to fucking stroke. You know, I'm not here to comfort. You know, I'm not your sweet little grandma knitting you a fucking Afghan so that you'll be warm at night. You know, and if you want that from me, then just be honest with me and tell me the truth. And I can be sweet as apple pie with whipped cream on top with some hot cocoa on the side, and whipped cream on that hot cocoa as well. That's how sweet I can be. All you got to do is be honest with me. But when you make up, you say that you try to claim that you're doing subjective opinion and you lie, you make up a lie, and you say that Donald Trump is 100% better than Biden. That's just not, that's factually incorrect. I mean, Jesus fuck. Joe Biden was vice president for 8 years. He's got some experience with the position already, you know? And Trump has done such a horrible job. And when you look at the economy crashing, and you look at the way he's handled COVID, and you look at the fact that Joe Biden was wearing the biggest mask that Donald Trump has ever seen, and Donald Trump wouldn't wear a mask even after he knew he had COVID, you can't say 100%. You can't call that objectivity. You can't call that opinion. You can't call it anything like that. So you could take your black girl magic, your stupid fucking cunt ass the fuck out of here, because you're a moron. You're a fucking moron. Don't ever come back to my live stream. Nobody wants to hear your bullshit. Yeah, I'm not saying, I'll never say either of them would make a better president. But you can't say that either of them is 100% better than the other one. You couldn't say it about Donald Trump, and you couldn't say it about Joe Biden. It's a statement based in fiction. It's impossible. It's literally, you could put a shoe in the presidency and it would have some validity, like on a day that Donald Trump didn't do dick, like on a day that Donald Trump went to go play golf when there's people dying, or on a day that he sent missiles into a foreign country, or on a day that he called someone with nukes or nuclear capabilities Little Rocket Man. You know, I don't think fucking Biden would have done those things. So you're factually incorrect. It's so easy to prove that you're wrong. Now, if you believe that I proved this dumb black cunt wrong, press number 1. If I proved the dumb black cunt, her words, she chose to use it. If I choose the dumb black cunt wrong, press number 1. Daniel Padilla, this bong rip is for you for pressing number 1 first. And everybody else who presses number 1, this bong rip is for you because you guys are some badass motherfuckers. Oh, and press number 2 if you think I'm the coolest motherfucker on the internet. Kyler McConkey, thank you. Yes, I am. Press number 2 if I'm the coolest motherfucker on the internet. Press number 1 if you agree with me. And if I prove that stupid black cunt wrong, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. Give me the 1s. Give me the 2s. I love them. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tis for all. Cheers, everybody. Cyberstyle. Let's smoke without any stupid black cunts around here. Dude, you can disagree with me, but you can't call me moron. You're blocked. Suck my dick. Open wide, it's really big and fat. Look at all those 1s and 2s I got. You guys are so supportive. I love that you guys do that when I ask you to do that. So it'll be interesting to see what transpires here. They had to convince Trump to go to Walter Reed. He wouldn't get in the chopper. He thought it was going to be a demonstration of weakness if he went to the hospital. Can you believe this? Dude, I never even thought about that. He's such an idiot. He is such a fucking idiot. He's so worried about appearances and strength. That is so dictator-like. It is dictator-esque. God. Murder hornets are in the news. You guys are sheep? Wow. You know, the last I heard, sheep referred to people who were led down rabbit holes. Sheep were people like Christians that believe that Jesus Christ died for their sins. Sheep are people like Jews who believe they have to wear a yarmulke on their head because God might see their fucking dandruff. You know, sheep are people like flag wavers who think that they're better than someone who's waving a different kind of flag. Sheep are people who support a sports team, go to a bar, get drunk, and then go beat the shit out of somebody because they're wearing a different fucking sports jersey. Those are fucking sheep. Those are the indoctrinates. Okay? When you come here, you're entering a realm of free thought. And as long as you base your thought in reality and fact, you can come in here and say Trump 2020 and we can be best friends. Oh yeah! Somebody just did it before. Somebody was like, Trump 2020. I didn't give a fuck. It's like they thought they were going to perpetrate me. Celebrate Trump. Celebrate Biden. You guys are fucking idiots on both sides. You guys are morons. I watch Jimmy Dore. I watch Graham Elwood. I watch Lee Camp. You know, I got that shit all figured out now. You know, you are playing into the two-party fucking ass fuck game, and you're all a bunch of dumb cunts for voting either left or right. You're a bunch of dumb cunts. You're playing their game. You're playing ball. And nobody knows what movie that's from, but you're gonna play ball. That's right. You'll get everything you want. All you need to do is just play ball. And if you play ball, you're gonna get it all. What movie is that from? Come on. What fucking movie is that from? It's got nothing to do with baseball. It's literally, the words are said just like I was saying them. What movie is that? Somebody fucking tell me. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate when you guys can't play my fucking games. Tyrone says Cheech and Chong all day long. Hit your bong and sing a song. Play ball. Isn't that funny? That girl came in here and said like she was a black woman. Like for some reason that was supposed to mean something. Did you guys get that? Hey, if you guys caught that, and if when she said something black woman or whatever, did you guys were all of you like what? Like, why are you bringing your race into this? Who fucking gives a fuck what your race is? If you were like that, like I was, press number 1. That's why I threw it back in her cunt face. Cunt face. Press number 1 if you're like, if as soon as she said that, you're like, what? Why are you mentioning your race? Why are you mentioning you're black? Do you think Nay gives a fuck what the color of your skin is? Hey, press number 2 if you think I give a fuck what the color of y'all's skin is. Whether we're having a beautiful conversation, a bong rip, or I'm fucking eviscerating the piss out of you. Press number 2 if you think I give a fuck what color your skin is. I don't know. She said something about being black woman. You think I give a fuck, Daniel? No. I don't give a fuck. You could be any skin color. I don't mind. I'll love you or hate you equally for any skin color. There's people of all shades and every tone that I adore. And there's people of all shades and every tone that I fucking despise, that I would take a fucking shit on. Absolutely. Really, Kip? Really? You think color, Daniel, really? You think I give a shit about what color your skin is? After that stupid bitch came in here and I called her a black cunt, you think I gave a fuck because she called herself a black shit? So I threw it back in her face. You think I gave a fuck? Really? 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 Really, Daniel? Really, Kip? You think I gave a fuck? Dude, I have exercised my racism beyond exorcism limits. It is so far outside of me. It is so far away from me. I've completely lost touch with it. I no longer suffer from racism in any form whatsoever. I have no prejudices. I don't discriminate at all. Something I've learned, that's something the internet has taught me. If I call you a stupid black cunt, it's because you called yourself a black woman or something, like you wore it like it was some kind of a badge of honor or something. It's not. You had nothing. You didn't pick your color when you were born, you stupid black cunt. You didn't get to do that. So shut the fuck up about the color of your skin. Nobody gives a fuck that you're black. It doesn't make you more powerful. You know, let it go, man. Let that shit fucking go. And I'm just so happy that I am so well in touch with that whole mentality that I can see it for exactly what it is, and I can relate how disgusting it is and relate it back to you. Now, what she displayed was a form of racism and elitism. She used her race like it was some kind of a trump card. She used her race like it was some sort of a privilege, black privilege, if you will. Right? It's crazy. And maybe that's why you watch this show, because you know when someone tries to pull that bullshit on me, I'm going to throw it right back in their fucking face. And I'm going to do it right. Oh, you're a black woman? Oh, well, you're a black cunt. How about that? How about that? What's that feel like? What's that look like? Candace Owens. That's what it looks like. That's what a black cunt looks like. Candace Owens. Nay loves everyone. I do love everyone. And you know what? I would love Candace Owens if she would change her fucking evil ways. If she would see the error in Donald Trump's ways and in the Republican ways and admit them and see reality, admit climate change. Oh, I'd fall in love with her. And the same goes for this stupid black cunt that I just blocked. I'd love you, hon. I would. I'd have you in my home and I'd do bong rips with you. But you would have to prove to me that you can be honest about stupid shit. Are you that loyal to Donald Trump that you would lie for him? Wow, man, it's fucking crazy. You're so indoctrinated, man. And I'm calling you a black cunt to try to fucking bitch slap you into reality. That's all. I mean, 99%? 99.9%? Could you say Joe Biden is 99.9% worse than Donald Trump? I mean, it really has to be 100%. There's absolutely... Donald Trump would have to be an angel, and Joe Biden would have to be taking babies by their fucking head and ripping their fucking arms off on live television and casting them aside so he could grab another one and rip their arms off. That would be 100%, I think. I love everybody, man. You guys just can't fucking lie, man. Just stop your fucking lying. It's all you got to do is stop lying, okay? My father had me, okay? And he put me on this planet so that I would go around and destroy everybody that fucking lies. That makes my father happy. Okay? That's why my father had me. I'm like when somebody goes out and they buy like a dog, like a pit bull, right? And they train that pit bull to go out and just kill one thing. And it's going to find that thing wherever the fuck it is, and it's just going to fucking attack it. And they just train that dog every day. When you fucking lie, you're going to fucking get beat. And, after a while, being a liar, you learn. You learn. But it has the strangest effect on you. It makes you want to fucking beat people who fucking lie. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not this dog's fault. It's not this dog's fault that its owner takes it outside in the yard and lets it do this. Look at that stick. Look at the branch. That's the branch that hit me in the head. Imagine you took your dog out every day and you just fucking let that dog just destroy that fucking branch every day. And you trained him every fucking day. You're going to go after that branch and you're going to keep getting that branch and you're going to fucking eat that branch. You're going to break that fucking branch in half. And when you break that branch, we're going to find another one. Then you're going to start on that one. That's what my dad did to me, man. And when you fucking lie to me, I'm that fucking pit bull going after a goddamn branch. And you're the fucking branch. And I'm going to fucking chew on you until I fucking break you. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. My father created this. He created a fucking monster. So if you don't want to see the monster, all you got to do is come in here and just base your shit on facts. You'll never have a problem with me. It's real. Remember this conversation, guys? It's really hard to debate me, right? Because you're going to have a hard time being honest. Because I choose hills of solid ground to stand upon and fight over. You know, if I'm going to fight abortion, if I'm going to fight Middle East, you know, relations, if I'm going to fight LGBTQ, you know, these are very hard hills to stand on. I don't talk about them too often. You know, firearms, I don't talk about them too often. Not solid ground. And I know that sometimes when I'm having the argument with people, they're going to make points through to my audience that are going to make sense on the opposing side. I understand that. Not solid ground. So I tend to not have those fights or arguments with people. You know, I'm like, okay, well, you got your opinion, I got mine. I understand your side. I'm pretty sure you understand my side. But when it comes to just telling the truth, that's always a good hill to stand on, man. You're always going to win. Always. That was what my father taught me, man. And you know, there's only one person on this planet who hates a liar more than me, and that's my father. I mean, you see it in his face. You know, worse than mine, I have a feeling that when you lie to me on here, I have a little bit of love for you because I remember my father's rage. And so I feel sorry for you because I think of my father. I'm like, man, if you were talking to my father right now, I really feel sorry for you. So let me try to help you through this, okay? It's all done out of love. I mean, if I call you a dumb black cunt and I fucking block you from my live stream, I guarantee it was done out of love. So that maybe you'll think about it, because otherwise you would have just gone your other way and you wouldn't have thought about it. But I made you type this whole fucking paragraph out. You know, you really had to put some thought into it. And that makes me happy because I know I'm making you think. Yeah, you guys want to see them? You guys want to see the buds? Ooh, the wave. Wavy. It's wavy. It's so wavy. Looks like the wind is dying down. That'll make it easier to put the plastic back over. I'm going to have to use a steel pole. It's going to be hard to do by myself, but I'll do it. Hey, Evan. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. Under the sun, under the sun. Look at the sun hitting the plants. There's no smoke out there today, so it's a good day to not have the top on, right? It's beautiful, clear sky, blue sky. We might have stars tonight. Oh, it's so nice to see the stars. I don't know how that fire is doing. Let's check. Okay, Google. Open CAL FIRE app.
Alright, but first you'll have to unlock your...
Oh, first fucking suck my dick, bitch.
Opening. CAL FIRE.
You stupid fucking cunt. Under the sun, under the sun, under the sun. Look at the special effects in here. What a fade. What a fade. So, wow, man, that fire, the glass fire is getting bigger. Holy shit. Dude, look at the glass fire now. That's the glass fire now right there. Just that. Look how big it is now compared to what that I think that was called the fuck, I forgot the name of that fire right there. Northern something complex or something. Fire. But that fire is basically out. The one on the right, the big one around the lake, that one is out. But goddamn, that fucking glass fire got big pretty quick, didn't it? Damn, man. Holy shit. Fucking Santa Rosa. See if it's burning up any homes. Oh my god, dude. The fire zone is in neighborhoods. Yep. Dude, they're trying to hold it right off at the wall of all these neighborhoods. Oh my god, all these homes. Oh, that's fucking... Dude, they got to be stressing out over there right now. And it was so windy all day today, too. You could have flown a kite outside. Chakas Madersky, Greta McGee. Chacos, what's up, son? Ed, what's up, buddy? Chakas, it's... Oh! Happy 710! Happy 710! Happy 710! I'll say that happy 710! Happy 710! Happy 710! Happy 710! I'll say that happy 710! I'll say that happy 710! No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. Cheers, everybody! Cybercell. Right. That's what I meant, contained. You're right. LNU, thank you. It's funny. Isn't it funny, Ed? They're not showing it as an active fire. Look. Oh, dude, did they group the glass fire together with that fire? Is that what happened? No, that's weird. Look. Look. There's no fire icon on the big fire, bro. It's only on the glass fire. Isn't that funny? What's up with that? It's like they're not even showing it as an active fire. And I don't think you can click on it, Ed. You can't. Isn't that crazy? So that's why I would assume, right? That's why I would assume that fire is out, because they're not even letting me click on it and giving me info. They're douchebags, man. Everybody's controlling the fucking info. God, Mendo, bro. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. Mendo's huge. How many acres is that one? It's over 1 million. It's 979,000 acres burned, they're saying on Mendo. Oh my god, bro. Look at that fire. Dude, look at the Mendo. Oh my god, man. Almost 1 million acres on that fire alone. Dude. That is fucking crazy. Fucking A, man. One quote tweet, one like. Psst, whatever, you guys. Hey, I just want to thank all my Twitter followers out there. Thanks for not following me, guys. Thanks for not liking my shit again. God, man, why do I even do it? Ah. Why can't I have the kind of support Kyle Kalinske has? Well, he's likable, and I'll give him that. You know, at least David Pakman doesn't get a lot of fucking play on Twitter, and that makes me feel good. Kyle Kalinske gets all the play on Twitter, man. He gets retweet, you know, thousands of people liking his shit. You look at David Pakman, 7 likes. I'm like, see, dude, you're unlikable, man. Nobody fucking likes you, David Pakman. I mean, sometimes David Pakman will blow up a tweet, but sometimes it's just fucking dead fish. They're using the northwest portion of the LNU scar to help. Oh, God. It's fucking horrible, dude. They're using one fire to put out another fire. Oh. Jeez Louise, bro. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, Ed, Frank and Fred wanted to put Graybeard back together. They told Dino. They told Dino to just float it out there to me. They just put it out there in the universe. Have you seen either of them? What? What? Dude, I just saw Donna. I'm sorry, Denise. I just saw Denise. When did he move? Last week? I saw Denise 30 days ago. What's it got, a music? Alright. Wow, dude. What the fuck? There goes one of the best drummers in fucking Lake County. Poof. God. Ah, dude, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Wow. He moved away from his kids, man. Fuck, man. What the fuck, bro? Huh. He's such a funny guy. It's been a few months? Yeah, man. Fuck. Well, she's still at the house, right? She's still at their house. Because that's where I saw her at. Taking homie to the fucking veterinarian. God damn, with this COVID shit. You know, they said divorce rates are up since this COVID shit. And I'm telling you, bro. Ah. Fucking A. What's the video, Patrick? I don't follow Trump on Twitter. Oh, it's almost 4:20. It's almost 4:20. Four-minute video. Four-minute video.
Medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody.
Dude, he does look fucking sick. Oh my god. Here, guys, here he is. Definitely doesn't have his fucking spray tan. You know, without the fucking spray tan, it makes a big difference. No spray tan, bro. You took a shower, huh? Took a shower, boy. Look at that white skin.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that, but we still have steps to go and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon.
No longer
And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way we started and the way we've been doing, and the kind of numbers that we've been doing. We've been so proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them, not just in the U.S. I'm fighting for them all over the world. We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to beat it soundly. So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, some of them, and others are coming out soon that are looking like, frankly, they're miracles. If you want to know the truth, they're miracles. People criticize me when I say that, but we have things happening that look like they're miracles coming down from God. So I just want to tell you that I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test. So we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days. I just want to be so thankful for all of the support I've seen, whether it's on television or reading about it. I most of all appreciate what's been said by the American people, by almost a bipartisan consensus of American people. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I very much appreciate it, and I won't forget it. I promise you that. I also want to thank the leaders of the world for their condolences, and they know what we're going through. They know what, as your leader, what I have to go through. But I had no choice because I just didn't want to stay in the White House. I was given that alternative. Stay in the White House, lock yourself in, don't ever leave, don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it. Don't see people, don't talk to people.
They didn't do that.
And just
He's
be done
lying.
with it. And I can't do that. I had to be out front, and this is America. This is the United States.
Dude, I'm pausing it right now. He doesn't realize this, man. Everybody already knows that it's on the news. It's on CNN. They had to literally drag him to the fucking chopper to make him go to Walter Reed. He didn't want to leave. They weren't giving him an option that you can stay. They're like, you have to leave. He is completely lying right now, and he doesn't realize that it's literally headline news right now that they had to do this. They had to drag you out. And I'll show you the headlines.
This is the greatest country in the world. This is the most powerful country in the world. I can't be locked up in a room upstairs and totally safe and just say, hey,
what a liar.
Whatever happens, happens. I can't do that. We have to confront problems. As a leader, you have to confront problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that. So that's where it is. I'm doing well. I want to thank everybody. Our First Lady is doing very well. Melania asked me to say something as to the respect that she has for our country, the love that she has for our country, and we're both doing well. Melania is really handling it very nicely. As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit, and therefore, just we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people, and Melania is handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled, and that makes me very happy, and it makes the country very happy. But I'm also doing well, and I think we're going to have a very good result. Again, over the next few days, we're going to probably know for sure. So I just want to thank everybody out there, everybody, all over the world, specifically the United States. The outpouring of love has been incredible. I will never forget. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay. So, how Trump was convinced to go to Walter Reed. As Marine One idled on the South Lawn, advisors were making a last-minute push to get the reluctant president on board. He is such a fucking liar. He's like, they were telling me, you know, you could stay here. We've got the facilities. We've got everything you need right here. Trump, you don't have to lie about shit like that. That's the worst part. He lies about the stupidest shit. Why not say, hey, the doctor said, yeah, it was kind of serious and I should probably go to a hospital. I'm going to go ahead and go. Just say the words, you fucking pussy. You're such a pussy. People call this leadership. He's a fucking pussy. Fuck, what a pussy. And that stupid black cunt was in here earlier saying, what was she saying? He's 100% better than Biden? Jesus fuck. Really? Mr. Oh, I could have stayed. I had all the facilities I need right here. I could have gone upstairs and self-isolated and just been, you know, in the moment. And I could have just, you know, shared my deepest, most inner thoughts on Zoom with the world. I could have opened up the windows from the top of the Oval Office and I could just shout it out to the world how I really feel. Hey, everybody, I hate this COVID. It sucks. I've got really small hands. Wow. 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 Convinced, reluctant. Convinced. You want the cliff notes on those two articles? The president, how he was convinced and how he was reluctant. And yet he said, they were telling me, oh, you could stay here and do this. No, I made the decision. I decided it would be best for America to see my strength as I got on the helicopter and went to the hospital. He made that into an actual thing. It wasn't even a thing, and he made it into a thing. And he made it into a thing by being reluctant and having to be convinced. He should have just gotten on the helicopter and then CNN wouldn't have had anything to, you know, he could have been proud of it. He could have said, this is what Americans should do. If you're like me, if you needed oxygen or something, you're having a hard time breathing, go to an emergency room. This is how you do it. No, he didn't want to do that. I want to stay. Are they still here? No, no, make the helicopter go away. No, tell them to leave. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. No, you go. I'm gonna stay. I could just. What was that conversation like? How many people did it take to convince Donald Trump to get on that chopper? I'd love to know. All of this shit should be documented on film, man. I'd pay $5,000 just myself, just so everybody could see it. Oh, God. Man, I really should go flip that plastic over and staple it down. That's what I should go do. That's just inviting fucking spider mites into the grow. So, I need to put boots on to do that. And I'm going to go outside. I'm going to take care of that. And you guys are the best fucking audience on YouTube. I want you to know that. I love you guys. I go through, lately, I want you guys to know this. I've had some mental issues. You know, a little bit of depression and confusion. So, you know, the confusion is basically something stupid like I'm going to grab a wrench. You know, like, I'm making an example. This didn't happen, but this is the kind of thing that fucking happened. I don't remember exactly what it was. I go to grab a wrench, you know, and so I go and I look and I grab a fucking screwdriver. Now, if that's not fucking confused, I don't know what is, man. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, man? I was trying to grab a wrench. Yeah, so that kind of bothered me. A couple things like that. And, on the live streams, on the podcasts, I'm having wild mood swings and personality fluctuation. You know, I suffer from multiple personality disorder. I'll come on one stream and I'll be like a different person from the next stream. It'll totally be like a different person is hosting the show. I mean, it's both Trendy Nay, but it's like Trendy Nay's got like fucking shades now. You know, and there seems to be more diversity in that. I don't know, man. You know, but I'm noticing it. So I wonder if you guys notice that shit too. Things are going off the rails a little bit around here. And I think maybe I want to say that you know, being isolated as much as I am, with the COVID thing going on, there might be some underlying issues that I just don't want to look at. You know, I might have sources of stress that I'm because my blood pressure is varying. You know, it was nice the other day, and then I tested today. It was high. You know, it was like 94. You know, it was like, you know, 91, 140 over 94, some shit like that. But you know, I got this Roxor, this Jeep, and it's. I want to go out there after I fix the greenhouse. Yeah, it seems it's too fucking windy. I can't go out there and fix the plastic when it's this windy. It'll be almost impossible. I'll get it halfway up and the wind will grab it. You see those trees in the background? Yeah. Those trees in the background are 60, 70 feet tall, blowing like that. Those winds are super strong. The only reason that plant's not blowing around is because it's still got plastic on one side of it, and it's got a mountainside on one side too that helps. But yeah, it could be smoky as fuck tomorrow, and then I end up with a bunch of ash in my buds. You know, I could ruin that entire crop. Well, I could ruin that plant. Need to go down there and do the work. Take the dog with me. Take the bees. Bees. toes, you're in trouble, buddy. You're such a dirty boy. Look at you. Dude, he had one of them fuckers. I think, trying to burrow in. One of those foxtails. So windy outside, you can hear it. Hear it on the microphone? You hear that microphone, guys? So, if somebody were to go into my grow, and if I weren't watching the camera, I would literally hear them in there. I would hear them in the fucking grow. Because, so remember that when you're wiring up your grow for security, don't forget the audio. Don't forget to put the audio, okay? It's usually a camera can do it for you. Just the camera will have the microphone built in. Make sure you have that shit plugged in and nice and loud, up and nice and loud so you can hear it. You know, if there's two people in there, you're definitely, if they talk, fucking hear that shit like they're right next to you. Yeah. Yeah. And you can have that triggered to an alarm, and you can have it notify you on your cell phone. While I'm down there, I'm going to be checking the trichomes of both that Alien Overlord and that Jack Hare. I'm going to see how far along they all are. Oh man, that wind needs to die down though. I wonder what the forecast calls for. What do I have growing? 6 cannabis trees, tomatoes, zucchini, potatoes I got out of there, pole beans, these little old pole beans. Just these tiny little pole beans. Different kinds of tomatoes. This is a perfect example. I just picked up my phone for a specific reason and I forgot what it was. Ah, you fell asleep to my voice? I'm not ranting enough. I'm not fucking screaming and ranting and raving enough. That's so... Wait, I picked up this phone. The weather. The wind. Thank you, Daniel Vietmeyer. Or Vetmeyer. So today they're saying up to 32-mile-an-hour winds. Those are the most vicious ones all week, of course. And they're saying those winds are... they're going to continue all fucking night long. You guys... I probably need to just go out there and do this. Right, Nick Brown. Thank you. Raining in Florida. Danny Walls, what's up, son? I better just go out there and fix that, man. You know, and just deal with the winds. Hopefully I can. You know, if I'm freaking rope on that motherfucker. I could just pull it over. I could just tie a knot. Tie a knot. I need a rope or a cable. Rope. I don't have a rope. I have a rope. Found a rope. And tie it around that fucking thing. And then put like something heavy on the end of it, you know? Even like a stick. Just throw it over. And I could just pull that plastic over and staple it. I think I can do it that way. You want to see me do it live? Okay, fine. I'll leave this on. I'll go do it. I'll put it on full screen for y'all, and I'll put my boots on, and we'll do it live. Now, do you know what's funny is when I put my socks and shoes on, Rogan usually picks up on it, and he comes over and he starts giving me a really hard time. So I'm gonna try to do it sneaky so he doesn't know what I'm doing, so he doesn't see it happening. I'll turn my back so he doesn't see me. Here, we'll get just a shot here. You guys want to see me put the plastic on the roof? You guys are so funny. Guys, we want to see you put the plastic on. Look, he opened his eye. Look, he opened his eye. He's got one eye open. There, he's going back to sleep. He's going back to sleep. I'm trying to be all sneaky and slow so he doesn't see what I'm doing. I'm just doing it really quick so he doesn't see me doing it. I got my back totally turned to him right now. No sock on. He didn't see. I snuck it on. I snuck it on there, man, because I'm sneaky as fuck. Up. Somebody's up. Somebody's moving around. All right, if you guys think it's going to be interesting watching me repair the plastic on my greenhouse right now that I'm going to show you live, then start sharing this around in all kinds of wonderful and beautiful groups on Facebook for me. Go ahead and tweet it out there to people. Get it out there to the world, man. God, I want to talk to you guys about the QAnon. They're really bad news, guys. QAnon's really bad. Do you know that they're referring to QAnon as a cult now? I mean, I personally, look, I wouldn't refer to QAnon as a cult myself. I wouldn't refer to Flat Earth community as a cult either, until the people that are running it set up some kind of a communal living thing where they take all of the money from all their members and they put them in, little housing. They take their cars and they sell off all. I know what cults. We've got cults out here where I live. They take all of your money. You live in a little efficiency cabin, and you have, social gatherings, and you worship the leader, but you have nothing, you don't have any personal possessions, because they teach you in the cult that personal possessions are something that you don't need. What's more important is that we take all of this money and we have this beautiful community, and that you all live in these efficiency cabins. It's very common up here. Very common. And, you know, QAnon doesn't fit that bill to me, you know. They're bad and they lie, and, you know, if you believe in that shit, you're a fucking moron. But you're not in a cult, and I just want you to know that. If you're one of those QAnon morons, I don't think you're in a cult. I just think you've been indoctrinated to believe some really stupid shit. And you should probably stop. Listen to me. I'm way smarter. I'm way more intelligent. I will prove to you, I'll prove to you points with facts. You're going to find me something QAnon is preaching that they prove to you with facts. Not some document that they claim to have obtained from some source somewhere. But just from telling you this kind of facts. This is why, blah, blah, blah. If they can't do that, there's a fucking problem. This is all I do all day. It's all I do all day. Fucking wind though. I'm thinking I need to find a rope. A rope strong enough to pull that plastic over. Just have to tie it in a knot around the rope, get the rope over and hoist it over, because that will I just noticed my software has some new buttons up here. I'm like, oh, what's that? Ooh. Stream, record. Huh. They moved those buttons. Interesting. Man, this better fucking be recording to my hard drive, motherfucker. I record every live stream to my hard drive. Every single one. Documented, bitch. Older ones that were filmed from my camera and then uploaded directly to YouTube, I don't have access to those, unfortunately. And I had done a lot of videos that way, unfortunately, but that was years ago. I don't use that camera anymore. I don't even know where that camera is right now. In fact, I should get myself a new camera to make some nice videos like that. But, alright, let's go fix this motherfucker. I gotta go down in the garage and go try to find a rope, or look here in the house. I need to find a rope somewhere strong enough to pull that plastic over. And, once I do that, I think we'll be good to go. In the meantime, how about we do this? Let me see something here. Yeah, it doesn't help much, does it? There we go. I think we'll put this right about over here. And this way, you guys are going to be able to see this. Because I'm going to be on those cameras too over there. Now, let me just see if I can access the zoom from right here. Configure output. Cancel. Okay. Configure input. Zoom, 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 zoom. I don't see zoom. Cancel. Huh. I maybe do it from Manycam has a zoom in it? You would think, right? It's fucking Manycam. How do you zoom? How do I zoom? Zoom it in. I want to zoom, zoom. Oh, what's this? All I want to do is zoom, 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 zoom. And a boom, boom. All I wanna do is zoom, a zoom, a zoom, zoom, and a boom, boom. You guys remember that song? Don't you guys wish you knew what it said on those newspaper clippings next to the camera? Next to the monitor right there? Don't you wish you knew? 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 Don't you? Now I know where all the Minicam controls are at. I found them. That is a good thing. Yes. I'm just gonna back that out, maybe. I think we're good. That's good. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. There. Now you guys will get to be able to see that view, the whole world view, and the view over there. So you got like all of that shit. Okay? Is that good enough? I'll be right back. Let's do this. Let me find a rope. I need something to drink. I need something to drink. I need to find a result. I need some rope. I got to find a rope. Oh yeah. Alright, where can I find a rope?
people that bottle can. Oh yeah, fucking fun. This is beautiful. This thing is freaking huge. Dude, look how tall this fucker is. Damn, man. Look at that thing. Holy shit. Alright, let's get this wall. Right, boy. Oh, smells so good. Get my ass out there and see what's up. Bad things happen. Hung up right there. I'm gonna get that with the pole real quick. Spot. But I gotta kind of do it in such a way that the wind doesn't get really windy right now. money and leave cyclones on there. Okay? So, there's a couple of awesome ones on there. Cloudy, don't ever get it all. God, it smells so good. How do I get there? God damn, I gotta go all the way around. Dude, I gotta spray that plant fucking white. Well, we're gonna spray that. We're gonna do that. Damn. Yeah, right. down there, man. The fucking spider mites would have gotten out of control. But I saw, luckily, I don't know if they were active, but they're not anymore, man. I hope they not. That's good. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tie a line here. Right. I can't get it. Oh my god, I'm losing my fucking mind. Really? Alright. So, oh, whoa, is that? There's no glass right there. When I pull this up, there might be some right there. I didn't see anywhere else on the site, but there might be some right there in the middle. So if that's the case, let me fucking do it first. So, we're gonna go around this branch right here. Now, we're gonna right here. Okay. Now, that's off of there. Now, gotta get that branch. And we'll tie that. This one. That one. Okay. So I see you. I'm gonna start here. So funny, these are almost ready to harvest, right? I'm almost ready to come down. But I want to let them go a little bit longer. So, here I am, trying them up a little bit more, man. You can always, there's no rules, man. You can always do this down the road if you have to. Okay, so, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go, right here. Okay, and now, I'm just going to wrap this around one wrap like that. I'm going to cut this up. Cool. Oh, broke the rope. this branch. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah. Now, oh, that's pretty goddamn clear. We can hoist this branch over here. Just have some placement to do. Yeah. Wait, get up. Wait, wait. Ah! I knew it. If I had somebody helping me, I'd be able to do it. Somebody pushing on one side, people on the other, I'd be able to push that up. Kind of give yourself in the air a little bit. It doesn't have to be, but it would be, it'd be nice, you know. It's not enough ventilation through the, get the and the wood is supported, the place that it's plastic underneath the green. So it's not really just plastic over here. Um, there is one bud up there, that's the bud, see, it's a giant bud, it's a giant saw. Um, oh man, it is way in there. I can't believe how far away from me it is. Over from the side. You can't just fucking see it up there. Holy shit. It's way, it's way over there. I could, I have an idea. That metal, bowl that I use, I can take that metal bowl and just get the plastic right here and put the butt off of it. Oh, I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. 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 There's a frog on it. There's a frog on it, man. Holy shit. Dude, please. I dare not think I can reach it. The frog gets me. Oh, no, there's the frog. The frog is trying to run away from me. Oh, it's caught up. I don't think I can do it. It's caught up in there. Okay, well, I broke a branch down here. Here's the broken branch. Put down these branches. Oh, I think probably live actually. I think it'll be fine. 90-degree breeze. Um,
You guys, the Jack Herer clone downstairs is growing. It's starting to sprout. That was in flower and now it's in veg and it is starting to sprout and I'm so excited. Yeah. So did you guys see me in there working? Could you hear me? Could you see me and hear me in there? How long is this live stream? 3 hours. Rogan ran away. I had to go get him. I had to get in the Roxer and go pick him up. So they were having a big outdoor dinner over there, and you could see me. And Rogan went over there, and they were feeding him food, you know, fucking. He hasn't come upstairs yet. I don't know what he's doing down there. But I'm so excited that that cannabis plant is growing, man. That Jack Herer plant is growing. Oh man, I got those plants strung up. Most of them are picked up. There were a lot of buds around the backside. I had to spray. Look at spider mites. I checked the trichomes. None of them are ready. None of them have amber trikes. I looked all over. I looked on almost every plant. And they're all cloudy, but there's no ambers. And let me tell you, that Alien Overlord is super sticky. It's probably going to be a huge rosin producer because my fingers got so sticky touching it. Oh my God. I had to clean them off with water outside with the garden hose. They were so bad. Oh, did I leave the tomatoes out there? Fuck. Fuck. I picked tomatoes and I left them somewhere. Tomatoes were great. There's some big ones that are going to be ready to pick. I missed one big one. It ripened. It was like, you know, it was like a paste tomato or something like that. It was fairly nice, like aroma. And but it ripened too far on the vine. I buried it. So it'll because I like that style of tomato. Just put it in the ground. It'll rot. Those seeds will sprout eventually. Just about every kind of tomato that I've had in my garden has resprouted. everything that's dropped a tomato somewhere. Hey, I'm boring you guys. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm so sorry. You know, check out my friend Ron Placone, ronplacone.com. Ron Placone on YouTube is Get Your News On with Ron. Ron Placone on Instagram, Ron Placone on Facebook, and at Ron Placone on Twitter, and let them know that Nays Garden. While you're there, check out Nays Garden on all of those forums, sources, and sorts of social media. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate y'all. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching.